Alright, time to start going towards the Dragon Whale. I think that might be the proper name for the location. And there's a treasure chest right off the bat, which is nice. And it has that cheery, upbeat music of the first Dragon Whale as well. And some critters. But nothing you could say truly remarkable enemies. Just, well, zombie dragon, it has very intimidating appearance and name, but itself was not that intimidating as it just did a regular attack. That's unusual. There was a question mark enemy which appeared and ran away from me. And it appears again. Still just smacked me once and ran off. Yeah, that's duly noted. So let's just use that little one healing spell, which was necessary to use. And get ready to face more enemies. Bone dragon. Nothing really remarkable in that. And there's a little bridge as well to cross, and some those things seem to have a quite good at evading attacks, but they were not that good that they could even get a chance to attack. Of course, I have done quite a lot of level grinding to get myself into a bit higher health and level than you might generally be expected to have at this phase of the game. But in Final Fantasy games, I would say that it is always recommended to be higher level than recommended. Just because things can go very quickly very wrong. And now I'm here up again. And it's a golem, and it wants us to help it. Damn it. Let's give it a healing spell, just to make sure that and let's blast it out with regen spell as well, just to make sure, because I want that golem to be alive at the end of this once I defeat those two. Yeah, I am helping you all the time. Yeah, I helped you. Yeah, nice little pond. And I got a golem item, which gives my summoners golem summon, which is actually a very potent one. Gives a lot of it basically gives you extra hit points you can take to get through the enemies. That was quite obvious place that, yeah, go here. And some money. And very simple little puzzle path to open that item, and some more critters. That's the only place you can in this game to get actually the golem. So you really need to be and I do say that the monk's basic ability of barehanded attacks at classes which normally would not have potent physical attacks is, and some well, like white mages, you really they do become much more useful if you just add the barehanded attacks to them, because that makes them physical powerhouses. You usually don't need to heal all the time. And even if you do, well, that's when the white mage does the main job, and when you don't need, you wanna be able to attack with them, preferably without using magic points. So that would explain why you would want to make use of it. And of course, finding the passages ability gives a nice chance to find all the extra locations and all that. And I'm using Galuf as a time mage just because, hey, it's quite handy idea. Wind Slash and Hypno Crown. And Hypno Crown is very useful item. If I remember right, it boosts chance of successful enemy controls, and enemy controlling enemies is extremely useful if you want to get lots of blue magics. So there's a lot of different little kind of gimmicky things, or how you wanna call it. Oh yeah, and finding passages, always very handy ability. And despite all the battering, physical smackings it got, it was just a minor little stab by Time Mage that dealt the finishing blow. And of course there would be a saving spot, which will be made use of. Now, I don't know is it my bias or just how these early Final Fantasy games have been made, but indirect attack abilities like, over to say, physical attacks are usually way more useful than the non-physical attacks. And Dragon Grass, found it. But it looks like it's a bit different than the regular Dragon Grass usually available, or at least from the original world. Say hello to boss fight against Dragon Pod. Time magics. And it brings out also Dragon Flowers. Comet didn't do much. Silver powder and paralyzed powder. Comet. It has a very intimidating name, but judging by damage it does, it's quite scrawny attack. And it has a regenerating ability as well, but that doesn't seem to be causing it much help because it already goes down. I do admit that these class abilities tend to be something that if you have the proper classes or classes that can exploit enemies' weakness, you can really rip them apart. Bosses and practically anything. Yay, got the dragon grass. And now it's time to actually return away from here, so that'll take some editing. And here it is, ready to deliver the grass. Well, it kind of makes sense that the king there would be some sort of secret passage to the castle itself. And of course, but there's this little side cave, or actually no, that was, I saw it wrong. I thought it was a side path, but it is not. But there was this side path to get the great sword, which is just a sword. Yeah, there's this switch which water path draws me in here. If the enemy would be really good at infiltrating, they would make sure that it really is a king. Then it would be an attack. But in any case, it's just Creel seems to be taken ill. Yeah. So now we still have something that things to do, like feed the bird or drake with the grass. That would actually be scientifically true. There are substances which are poisonous to humans, but non-poisonous to, well, things which are not humans, and opposite. Humans in general sense are quite tolerant of toxins. Once again, Lena had to be gutsy and show her animal friendliness. Yeah, the antidote. And once again, leaving from the area to get to fight with a windbreak, carrying royalty. But now I have the flying thing, which can't fly over mountains. Kind of understandable, it's an animal, it may not be able to fly that high. But luckily there is a little bit of mountain pass allowing Exodus from that little hidden area, and of course there would be another castle over here, and then there's these areas around, more or less surrounded by mountains, meaning that I really can't get inside there, at least not with my windbreak. So it looks like this, you could say Galuf's world or however you want to say. It has quite lots of mountain ranges that you may not get into, and here is another one as well. But general sense, lots of mountains limiting where you can go. But this might actually be the location where it is meant to be going. Oh, getting inside. Oh, that's bad. Yep. Just as I found the place, it's being sunk to the sea. Yep, not much can do. That was most like definitely Exdeath doing his best to hamper it. I know, yeah. And he's got his evil castle. No, that was wet experience. And there is no explanation on how Exdeath did that. Absolutely no explanation of any kind how it was he actually achieved that feat. And there would be if you try to fly inside, there's this barrier you can't cross. But there's this strange looking thing around here somewhere that I'll just make another save and see what's this going on in here. Looks like another of Galuf's friends around here. actually just more like from his appearance he would be more like appear some sort of sorcerer with his elaborate head thing. And he was also a king. 2 kings, lots of kings in this Final Fantasy game. And it's obvious that there are lots of folks are really not particularly happy about Exdeath doing things. And there's a mention of a tunnel being dug. Oh yes, I will use this room on the right. So, time to take a rest. And of course, because hey, there's an obvious amount of damage to be done to Exdeath, of course he would be smart enough to send somebody to stop this kind of attempt. So, looks like situation is getting kind of strange, so let's just make those in the blue. Put in the thief ability because no, that's a funny name, Gobbledygook. Yeah, it wasn't particularly dangerous, because now it's time to pick a fight against Exdeath's main henchman. And of course the graphic style cannot really show all the crazy acrobatics going on, but hello Gilgamesh! Yeah. Genji gloves. They are part of Gilgamesh's special equipment set. Well, it's actually a quite powerful set, but it's not something like a mandatory find to get. And he summons Enkidu. Oh, that's almost Pokemon catchphrase. Prepare for trouble, make it double. So, it is time to start smacking out Enkidu, because, well, he's capable of doing the white wind, which is very dangerously powerful attack. So leaving him intact would be quite, you could say, irresponsible. 1,000 needles to you. And yeah, just a green beret from it. Blast Era. Hope that it could do quite decent damage. That's not decent damage. Enkidu is out from the picture. So now it just comes to the battering down Gilgamesh himself. Goblin Bunch. How much damage would this do? 492, that's decent. Enkidu is no more. Yeah, Gilgamesh was once again funny. And he was either sank or was taken to the sea. Oh. Oh yeah. Yeah, two old masters just love it, throwing so many bad puns that you wouldn't even believe. As much as I could say that Final Fantasy V is quite much of a more obscure Final Fantasy games. At least, well, of course, because it took quite a long time. It only got its translation way after Final Fantasy, was it 8th was released already, so it would really make it so that difficult to be match fame of Final Fantasy IV. Oh, yep, and even more secret rooms. Well, there's a chance for me to rest, and there's a submarine. Final Fantasy 3 also had a submarine. Final Fantasy 7 has a submarine. Final Fantasy 6 did not have a submarine. Final Fantasy 4 did not have a submarine, but it had plenty of different flying vehicles. Well, looks like it is time to start scouring this barrier tower, but that would be case of next time. See ya, because they haven't quite a lot of stuff in this one. Remember to subscribe and all that. See ya again.